Seepage from the McArthur River Mine in the Northern Territory continues to be a problem. Fish and plants are susceptible to contamination, and the long-term management of potentially combustible toxic waste rock is a continuing key issue at the site, a report has found. The current security bond of just under $500 million was found to cover only the next 25 years and was inadequate to cover several hundred years of monitoring and rehabilitation after the mine closes, the report also noted. Independent Monitor Areas Group's Environmental Performance Annual Report for 2016 revealed a number of issues continued to plague the mine, located near Borroloola on the Gulf of Carpentaria in the Northern Territory. The mine, run by Swiss giant McArthur, is one of the world's largest zinc and lead deposits and has been plagued by problems since a waste rock fire in 2013 emitted toxic smoke. There have been continuing fears that acid and metal drainage could contaminate fish in nearby waterways. Those concerns about toxic waste and its ongoing impacts have dogged McArthur, which wants to extend the mine's operations for another 30 years. The report found that acid, salt, and metals leaching into water downstream from the mine's waste rock dump, and seepage from its tailings dam, continued to pose environmental risks and were already reporting to groundwater and surface drainage due to inadequate management of seepage during operations. While the report found that future dump construction would better control seepage during operations, infiltration would continue and there is uncertainty concerning the fate of this seepage and whether the current ponds will capture it all. However, the report said the mine operator had improved its understanding of the properties of the waste rock and tailings materials at the mine site and expended considerable effort on site geochemistry issues since the last report. The independent monitor found that surface water quality monitoring data up to October 2016 indicated adverse impacts on downstream surface waters due to the mine were limited, although some effects are noticeable in watercourses within the mine lease boundaries, and that any impact on coastal waters near the Bong Bong port facility was also limited. The report found that there continued to be a risk posed by the historic dumping of waste materials that have spontaneously combusted, which could affect the stability of the northern dump site and lead to breaches in the clay and rock cover of potentially acid-forming rocks at the site. The cover aims to protect those rocks, which exist naturally and are harmless when located deep below the groundwater table away from oxygen. However, exposure to water and air can cause them to break down and become acidic and catch fire, like the 2013 plume at the dump which emitted toxic smoke for more than a year. The report found McArthur had taken a number of steps to improve its management of waste rock, but that installing and managing complex cover systems would be challenging, particularly in the wet season, given the apparent ineffectiveness of a clay cover. New covers currently being put in place were thought to be able to manage the acidic and combustive materials dumped in smaller quantities, the report found, but they would require monitoring to demonstrate how effective such covers would be over a larger system that was actively convecting.